In surprising turn of events, the Supreme Court is being confusing. Raise your hand if you're surprised. Once again, I'm not surprised that the Supreme Court is being confusing. In the past, they would deal out certain rulings with very specific rules, but not anymore. They just throw stuff out there because they completely disregard people and don't care about the rights of anyone. So that's great. They sent some rulings back to the appeals courts about transgender people. They have not said whether they will take up cases regarding transgender people in sports. I think it'd be very interesting if they did, because it's always about transgender women playing in female sports. It's never about transgender men playing in male sports. So I think that divide based on not just gender but on sex, they rejected in the Tennessee case the idea that transgender people are a marginalized group of people historically. Amy Coney Barrett literally asked that during the Tennessee case. I guess she didn't agree that they are, even though they very clearly are. So let's talk about these cases. So the cases they are deciding, or that they sent back to the appeals courts, relate to using like Medicaid, Medicare to pay for a lot of these treatments. So government-sponsored insurance, surgical procedures for Medicaid recipients. There's also one about changing their gender on birth certificates. I think, like, why not just let people change their gender? People already change their names. Changing your name is customary to get married. That's, like, established that a lot of people do that. There even is gender discrimination with that. I remember one of my former coworkers, she said that when she was changing her name when she got married, it was super easy, but her husband was also going to change his name. They were doing, like, a name combination type thing. He had to go before a judge to do it. Obviously, the judge put up no issue with it, but obviously there are systems set up to benefit certain people in order to uphold certain values of heteronormativity, and just let people change their gender on birth certificates. Who cares? People change their name already. Just let them change something else. And then they already rejected the appeal of transgender minors from Kentucky for gender-affirming care because they decided on that in the Tennessee case. Parents' rights, yeah, with parents' rights when it comes to opting your children out of queer books, but not when it comes to supporting your queer children get the medical care that is necessary for them to thrive as a human being. Apparently that doesn't matter. This is one of the main tactics Republicans are using to like violate transgender people's rights, which is barring them from using Medicaid and other government-sponsored insurance to get the treatments that they need, which would be a really big detriment because these surgeries and procedures can be very expensive, because this is America where all medical costs are super expensive. So blocking them from using state insurance could be really detrimental for anyone who's like, I don't want my tax dollars going to that. Most of your tax dollars go to the military and not transgender people getting the procedures that they need to be a healthy and thriving human being. So don't complain about that. And we're going to see what happens with all this.